All right, so this is Tiblio, and it's an amazing online service that helps you find the best trading opportunities. They have multiple different screeners for credit spreads, option sweeps to follow large trades and big money moves, and a lot more for your different trading strategies. There's a trading board so you can log all your trades as soon as you enter. You're gonna get real-time alerts sent straight to your phone. But the best feature is the community Discord group, where you can exchange trading ideas and get guidance from the Tiblio team. So you can sign up for $34.95 a month. That's less than a tank of gas, but make sure that you sign up with my link and get your first month for 20% off. All right, so make sure you check out Tiblio. Are you ready to level up your investing game? Well, Webull is the platform to use that lets you trade stocks, ETFs, and options with zero commissions. So you don't need to break the bank to start investing. With Webull, you can start with as little as $5. And the best part, so when you deposit $100 with Webull, then you're gonna get up to 12 free stocks. Talk about a sweet deal. Honestly, after this, you can go ahead and delete any other broker that you have. Go ahead. Webull has everything that you need at this point. So don't miss out on the fun and profits.
Cash, cash.
Join Webull today and start investing like a professional. Join the Black Girl Stocks Options Trading Discord group for my weekly watch list, trading strategies with entry and exit points for your trades, day trading and swing trading ideas posted throughout the day with AI technology, tips, and a community of over 300 options traders. So click the link in the description below to join today.
Foxtail from the deep.
Okay, hold on. All right, I think we are live. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks, and this is our Sunday live chat where we're just gonna come and talk about a few different stocks and options that we're looking into for this week and some economic data. So what's going on, everybody? I hope that everybody has had an amazing trading week. So we didn't go live last week because I had my family reunion. So I was with my family that whole weekend. It was amazing. So, but it was a good week, a lot of earning reports. So before I get into that, let me, hold on, let me get this. Now, before we get into everything, make sure that you guys click that thumbs up button for me. It really helps the channel. Also subscribe and click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about what happened last week, what we have coming up this week, and then just kind of going over a few different stocks. So I have about, okay, I have it right here actually. So these are the stocks that I'm gonna go over. Nothing too much: Ford, NIO, Tesla, SOFI, CVNA. So those are the ones I'm going to talk about. And if you guys want to talk or look at any stocks, just leave it in the comments section below and we're going to go over that. Okay. But first, oh, child, it says my mouse is about to die. Okay. We're going to have to make this live something because, oh my God, my mouse is about to die. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got to wrap this up. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. So just a little bit of what happened last week. So this is from Seeking Alpha. Always go with them, okay? So last week, we had some big trends and events that happened. We had a good consumer confidence. And also, there was news that inflation is slowing down, okay? So that's good. The Federal Reserve, they did have their interest rate increase, but it was only by 25 points. And, you know, we're predicted to not have any more further this year. That's what they're saying. Now we had our CPE, the core personal consumption expenditure price index, that went down, and GDP is growing. Okay, so inflation is decreasing. They're saying that we're probably not going to have a recession. So a lot of stuff is going on that's positive. Okay. So the top sector last week was consumer services. So that was up 7%. That's going to be stocks like Meta, Google, Netflix, AT&T, and stuff like that. The worst one was real estate. It really wasn't that bad, but it was only up 1.8% versus the 7. Oh, okay. Now, what we have this week is going to be really cute. Okay, so the main thing that we're going to be looking at this week are more earnings reports. Okay, so let's go over to Earnings Whisper. Shouts out to them. They always put this up every week. Golly. Dog, girl. Ooh. It's gonna be a mess. Okay, so we have SOFI first, and that's one of the ones I want to talk about because I have a position in SOFI right now. It's really cute. Uber, Pfizer, CAT, Pinterest, AMD, CVS. I used to work there, so I don't read between the lines. We have PayPal, Shopify, QCOM, Oxy, Robinhood, Airbnb. And I know, oh my gosh, I wonder how Airbnb's earnings are going to be because I don't know if this is in other states, but I know in the city of Dallas, they have been kind of shutting down on that. In residential areas, like single family residential areas, you can't do Airbnbs or something like that. So that's going to be cute. Wayfair, what's going on with those couches, honey? With the names. ConocoPhillips. Oh my God, this is gonna be a cute week. Frontier, my dad used to work there. Nicola. So next, Cigna. God, dog. Expedia. So we have another huge week for earnings. So some people, they like to stay out of the game. For me, I like to trade credit spreads, as you guys know. So that's a lot of what we have going on. The main ones are going to be Amazon and Apple, but like you saw, we have a lot. And honestly, that's pretty much it. The only other thing is we're going to see what's going on with construction and manufacturing info with the PMI. And we're also going to get job reports from July. So that's going to be important because the FDA, the FED, the feds, okay, the Federal Reserve, those are some of the things that they really like to look at, the job reports and stuff like that. So it's forecasted to increase by 200%. So that's a little bit lower than the 209. What did I say? 200%, 200,000. A little bit lower than the 200. I think that's a typo. 209L. I don't even know why I call them out like that because I know I have typos all the time. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so that is kind of what we have going on next week. I'm really excited about that. So let's just kind of get into SPY, QQQ, and then let me drink my coffee. I think that's kind of what, because my chest is beating really fast. This is like maybe my 4th cup today. Okay, let me get into these comments though. Hey, Miss DD25. Oh, Paris. I love Paris. Good evening, everyone. If you had to go off of the charts, would I make a call? Okay, so we can look at FTEC. Thank you, Paris. So we'll check that out. Oh, and also I don't have a picture to show you guys, but I really want to talk about Tupperware because I got one of the best comments yesterday. I don't know the person's name because it was on YouTube and a lot of people don't use their real names, but he said that he was ex-military. He is vision impaired, and he said that he made $12,000 last week off of 2 stocks, and he claims it's from watching my videos. So shouts out to him. Tupperware is one of the ones that he wants to look at, and they have an earnings report on August the 1st. August the 1st. So we're gonna look at that. Okay. So we can do FTEC. Hey, Synopsis 09. Where have you been? Oh, and I just answered your question. So how do I girl, what is going on with my mouth? How do I handle earnings reports? I always trade credit spreads. Credit spreads. Oh, okay, Paris, you gave us an actual contract too, child. Thank you. Let me write that down. Hold on. 135 call. August 18th. I've been doing a lot of August 18th options too. Hey, Quan. Goddess Energy. That's not Miss Mag. That's somebody else. Strangles are cute. And hope for the best. I haven't gotten too much into straddles and strangles only because of the price. So sometimes that can get a little bit pricey. So if I'm trading around earnings and the implied volatility is higher. So let me just look at one that has earnings. See, it's actually not that high. That's not a good example, but usually when you have higher implied volatility, which you usually would around earnings, the premiums are going to be more expensive. So that's why I choose to do credit spreads. Okay, CAT. Okay, Andrea, they have their earnings report next week, so let's throw that on the list. 31 people, please click. Oh, thank you. Our wishes. That's cute. Mom watching. I know that's right. Yeah, everybody please click the thumbs up button. Let's go over DVN. Pinterest and CVS, they both have earnings. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty cute live. Are credit spreads like strangles? No. So credit spreads are where you're going to be buying an option contract and you're going to be selling one. So it's like an offset on how much you pay and how much you get paid. And so you just have a little credit there. So slightly different and less expensive because you get paid. Okay, so let's just kind of run over SPY let's run over SPY really quickly. So this is using the triple screen trading method as we always do. So first we're looking at the daily chart further out. Then we're going to move to the 4-hour chart here, and then closer with the 5 minutes. Oh, that's 1 minute, 5 minutes. Okay. So looking at this, we can already see that we've been in an extremely strong uptrend, trading above both the 50 and 200 period moving averages. Now, this is extremely, oh my gosh. So, okay. One thing that I'm really excited about is just kind of look at this dotted line right here. This is kind of based off of the volume profile indicator, one of my favorite indicators. We have extremely strong volume. It's around, 1.85 billion around this resistance area. Okay, so you see we've hit this resistance points a few times this year. Once in February, we were kind of consolidating around there. Around $408. So you see right now we're at 457. Strong volume at 407. Are we going to have a bearish pullback? I'm not sure. I've been waiting for a strong pullback. It feels like for about a month or two now. I mean, either that or it's going to continue. So let's move down here to our 4-hour. Even looking at this, still using that volume profile, we have a lot of consolidation right here around this 452. So it would be easy for me to say, okay, if we have a bullish breakout, because you kind of see how low the RSI is, if it kind of has a strong bullish breakout above that 458, 459, I can see it continuing in this trend. But if not, if we have a pullback, I would have a bearish entry right here. So, look, there's a lot going on here. This is where our highest volume area is right here around 453, and the super trend is kind of close there. So that's where I would have my bearish entry going into next week for SPY. And then just kind of going to the 5 minute, maybe like 455. Yeah. And then for bullish, 457, 458. So that's kind of how I break that down for SPY. You already know QQQ is probably pretty similar. Yep, looks pretty similar. Slightly lower. They have their resistance around 388. So like I said, I would need to see a boop pop out above that strong resistance point for QQQ. And then as far as bearish, I would probably have my entry 377-ish. So, oh, well, excuse me, 381 going to the 5-minute chart. So that's kind of how I would break that down. Oh, I didn't change this. I'll change it in the playback. Okay, so that's SPY and QQQ. And like I said, these are the stocks that I want to look at. And I really want to look at Tupperware first for the guy that left that really cute comment. You know you get first dibs, so. Actually, I don't know if it was a man or a woman. It didn't say. But this is what I said in the comment that I responded to. It's giving me a lot of tea. First of all, it's definitely a penny stock, so be careful with that. And just looking at it on the daily chart, we can see that it's been in a long-term downtrend. And it's had a pattern of using the 200 period moving average, that's this yellow line, as, you know, somewhat of a resistance. So with this recent breakout that they had, I'm wondering if it's going to continue to use that as support and, you know, fall back down, or is it going to start to move back up? So that's going to kind of be my criteria for Tupperware. And like I mentioned earlier, they have their next earnings report. It says from between August 8th and 7th. I don't know why Webull has their earnings like that. It's like Windows. Y'all don't know? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Shouts out to Webull though. This video is sponsored by them. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about for Tupperware. And just be careful because they do have earnings next week. So for a bullish continuation, like I said on this daily chart, I would really like it to move. I would like to see it move above that. Actually, it kind of already did. So I mean, if it continues, then there you go. So that would probably be around $3.50. So it closed at $3.08. And for bearish, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Looking at my 4-hour chart. Oh, wow, that's a big difference. No, okay, I'm gonna. For bearish, I would probably just use this low from last week, $2.60. Really, I would say $1 and $1 here, but I mean, by the time we got there, it's already done. So yeah, I think 260-ish. That's a perfect entry for a bearish movement. So just be careful with that. And thank you so much for your beautiful comment. Dang it, I didn't update this. All right, so let's get into the comments. So the first one was from Paris, right? Okay. Okay, let me pin this. And make sure you guys click that thumbs up button too. So let's see FTEC. Oh, Fidelity, okay. Finance. This is really giving me the same look as SPY. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. You can see that we've been in an extremely strong uptrend, probably starting back from the top of this year around January. Really, I would have considered it once we had that little breakout, which was around February. Extremely strong uptrend, but you can kind of see we have some strong resistance here around 134. So we kind of reached right back up to that point. I want to see what happens there. And looking at the volume profile, we have some strong volume around this resistance. So we have some around $119. So going into this, I want to see how it performs. Obviously, if it was going to continue, it would probably cross above this 136. So that's where, let me see. Okay, so moving to the 4-hour chart down here, the super trend indicator is around 135. So, I mean, for me, I would probably set my entry for 136. That's just how I play it. But if you're a little bit, more risky and you're bullish, then I would set my entry there around 135 for a continuation. So we're just gonna have to see what happens next week. We have more earnings, so honestly, it's probably gonna continue in this trend. This looks like a cute little pullback, kind of slid on that 50-period moving average on the daily for a little pop. Oh yes, I think I'm bullish on that. I just want to see, but on the flip, if it does, kind of slow down in this strong trend, then I would look for my reversal. I would probably say maybe around 129, but you could probably say 131 to 129. So if I started to see it cross below those areas, then I will be looking for a bearish reversal, at least to this 200-period moving average at around 126 on the daily chart. So that's kind of how I'll play that. Oh, and okay, you are bullish because you gave the call. Let's look at it. So we're looking at August 18th, cute. 135. Ooh. That open interest, and volume is very low to me. Hold on. See, even this stock has a pretty low volume. Normally, I really kind of like to trade options on stocks that have at least a daily volume of 1 million. So this may be a little slow. It has kind of, oh no, look at how wide this bid and this ask spread is. 3 to 1, 30. It's going to be hard to get in this. You're probably going to end up having to pay closer to that 200. I would be careful with it. Just be careful. All right, so that's that. Thank you, Paris. What's next? But the price is cute. Premium is cute. The only thing I don't like is the low volume and open interest and the wide bid and ask spread. Okay, next let's look at Carvana real quick and let's see what she's talking about. It's been going crazy in the Discord. And if you guys are just interested, just kind of check out my trading group down below. Just check it out for a month or so, see what's popping. Oh, this looks pretty similar to, what was the last one? Not the last one, but the one before last. Doesn't matter. So this has been in a strong uptrend. And Carvana, that's probably one of the things that definitely affects the consumer price index with the car rentals and stuff like that. Didn't they say that the car prices are kind of starting to drop again? So I don't know. This may be pretty cute for Carvana. I don't know. Because even though they're getting a smaller profit margin with lower prices, more people are going to want to buy. So it's kind of one of those things that even though the price is lower, it could stand to do better. So we'll see. What's going on? Why did I pick? So the reason why I picked this was one of these stocks that had the highest trading volume last week. So it's something to look at. They don't have their next earnings until November, so we don't have much to worry about there. So really we can just play off of this continuation pattern. So for me, okay, you can kind of see here, I really would want to set my entry at 48, but I know that's a little bit further away, but I would just feel so safe for a continuation once it crossed above 48. Depending on how risky you are, you can say 47. Let's move to the 5 minute. 45. Okay, so just moving a little bit closer. You can do 45 for an entry, but I'm telling you, for me, my perfect entry is probably 47 for a long-term swing. Above 60. Oh. And let's just look and see. Okay, oh girl, who was that? Paris. Paris, look at this volume, Paris. 23 million, girl. Now that's what you want to see. Now let me just look at these option contracts and see what they're talking about. You know, let's kind of see. Let's look at maybe 30 days out, so September 1st. Ooh. I'm not in love with that. Let me see. Something closer. Hold on real quick, you guys. Ooh, okay. So I like this 2,400 on the open interest. So that means a lot of people still have it. They're interested in it. Almost 2,000 on volume, heavily traded, close bid and ask spread, 10 cents. I can play with that. Let me write that down. Okay. Wait, hold on. How's the last price too? That's crazy. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Okay, so yeah, that's Carvana. Thank you so much. Oh, that was my thing. So that was mine. Thank you for that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna talk M Burner. We're gonna look at NIO. Just wait. Vanetti, I'm late watching the replay. Oh, I haven't talked about SOFI yet. Don't worry, Vanetti, you're right on time, sweetheart. Ooh, Synopsis said NIO is gonna crash. Let's see. Coinbase is supposed to be a good one for earnings. Okay, I doubt that NIO. Okay, y'all are going off in the comments right now. No, everybody wants to look at SOFI. Hi, John. No, not yet. All right, so the next one we did CVNA. Let's look at Cat real quick. Who said Cat? Andrea. Hey, Andrea. So let's see what she's talking about. And they have their earnings next week too, right? I thought I saw Cat on here for next week. Oh, boom. Okay, let's see what she's talking about. Ooh. I'm telling you, I see Caterpillar pop up in, so I have bots that just throw out strong positions throughout the day, and I see Caterpillar a lot in there. Extremely strong uptrend, just kind of looking at it on the daily chart. What do they do? Do they have tools and stuff like that? Girl, construction and mining equipment is never gonna stop. This is something that how much is this? 200 a share. This is something that I would want to hold long term. Caterpillar is one of those girls. Volume 2 million. It's light, but so they do have their earnings. Just be careful. On the 1st. Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay, so because they have earnings, let's just kind of go to Tiblio really quickly. Shouts out to Tiblio. Everybody asked me, do I still use Tiblio? I do. I mainly use them because they have amazing information about earnings reports. So I'm just going to type this in. And this is where I find my information about how much it's projected to move. I know they have it in Thinkorswim, but I just like to use this. So yeah, around their earnings, it's projected to move anywhere from $4 to $12. So if I was gonna open a credit spread, I would have my limits somewhere around that range. So if it was gonna be, like, let's say a bearish position, I had a call credit spread, I would have it, what did I say? 12.74. That's kind of high. I would have my stop, my limits. I will pick strike prices, probably like 272, 270-ish. So that's how I would do that. for me personally. But if you were just going to do, just a regular trade, if I was anticipating it just having a complete breakout, I would use this resistance at 264. So that's just the swing. That's another thing too. I've been doing a lot of swing trading lately, and I promise you, I know it's a slower process, slow growth, so much less stressful. A lot of times I'm not even looking at the screen. I put my limits in, take profit, stop loss, and I go about my day. So I really suggest swing trading. But yeah, for bullish, even outside of their earnings, if you were looking for a longer term option play, maybe expiring in a month out, that's really where I would have my entry, probably around 264 for a continuation of this uptrend. But if they have some crazy news with their earnings and stuff like that, I would have my bearish entry, I want to say 257, because it's earnings and because it's been consolidating around this 263 and 256 zone since mid-July, so a couple of weeks. So I really want to see a breakout from this. Let me know what you guys think about that. What do you think about Caterpillar? Can you start off? Yes, you can definitely start. Open opportunities. As can you start trading with $100? Yes. I tell everybody I started trading with $10. I really started trading with $10, and I just kind of played around with a little, here and there. And they have fractional shares, so you can, do that. But more than anything, what I tell people is you don't really even have to worry about that 100 thing. Just start paper trading. So you can have Webull, open your paper trading account, start off with something realistic. You can put whatever number you want. You can start with 2,500 in there or 5,000, whatever. And just really work on your strategies, learning how to, see these breakouts, see these crossovers, so that's something that you want. So I would say if you're starting out, I wouldn't run to, you have $100. I will put that somewhere. You can trade on SPY or something like that. But really, I would just say start paper trading. Okay, so that's it for CAT. Next, let's go to SOFI, because I know everybody is interested in that. And I actually have a position open with them right now. I'm just going to pin somebody that mentioned SOFI. Hold on. I haven't looked at Roku or Rivian. Who was going crazy last week, though? I think that was Roku. And I'm telling you, okay, so hold on while I'm looking for this to pin. So I talk about stocks with my mom a lot, and I remember it was maybe a month or so ago. She was telling me something about Kathy Wood buying a bunch of shares in Roku. And she said, girl, that Roku about to go crazy, girl. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody's worried about Roku. Child, that thing has gone. Hold on. We talked about it oh my God. We talked about it probably in June. I remember because I told her, I was like, child, this thing hasn't been moving too much. And it just finally had that little pop out. So it was, oh my God. It was around $50 when we were talking about it. And now it's at $91. Listen to your parents, you guys, because they know what's up. So let's get into SOFI. And she said my dad is down, I think like $10,000 on SOFI right now. So if it does keep going up, I'm sure he's gonna be happy about that. Oh, I'm spilling a lot of tea. Was I on the daily chart or the 4-hour chart for this? I don't know. Anyways, so SOFI, very interesting. This is a stock that's heavily affected with financial services, aka student loans. Okay, allegedly we're supposed to have all those millions of, well, I don't think I wouldn't qualify for that anyway, so I wasn't getting anything wiped off. That didn't excite me. So the student loan payments are about to come back in effect in about a month or so, and you can kind of see it starting to slowly creep back up because it's been in a strong downtrend since about the pandemic, which is when they started pausing those student loans. So, and they do have an earnings report next week on the, tomorrow on the 31st. So, I mean, just even looking at it, earnings report aside, if I was going to have a long-term entry, clearly it'll probably be around maybe $10.30 or $10.50. It just depends on what you like. Actually, on here, so we moved to the 4-hour super trend, and strong resistance point is around $9.80. So that's very close. But I would want to wait though, because this is kind of giving me strong resistance, and it could plop right back on down. So let's just wait and see. I really just want to see that breakout above 10, like I said. And going back to Tiblio, just real quick, nothing too much. Oof, I don't think it says they're projected to move 18. I don't believe so. It's probably going to be like $1 or so. They don't move that much. So that's where I will put my limits for credit spread. So what do you guys think about SOFI? Do you think that it's going to have a strong bullish earning? I mean, honestly, just kind of looking at these patterns here, a lot of around their earnings, they have a little bump. And I'm not talking about the ones in the club bathrooms, child, because I don't know what you guys are on. Okay, I don't know. That's not my scene. But yeah, around earnings, they usually have some type of little cute movement. So if I was going to do a spread, I'm probably going to be leaning more so towards a bullish spread, which is going to be a put credit spread. So when you think of credit spreads, think of the opposite of the way that traditional spreads gain value. It's the opposite. And opposites attract. All right, we're going to have to wrap this up because I kind of need to use the restroom real quick. Or can I do it? Can I do a commercial? Y'all, I'm going to need to do a little commercial break really quickly. I need to use the bathroom. Just hold on real quick. Which one is the long one? I'll be right back, you guys. People have asked me, why did I make a deck of candlestick review cards instead of writing a book? Well, take a look at these. Okay, these are some of the books that have influenced my thinking about these cards. And this doesn't even include audio and ebooks. Okay, so there's a lot of good information and knowledge in these books. And guess where it all ended up? Right here in these cards. It took me years to read and interpret these books. It took me months to design these cards, but it'll only take you 5 or 6 minutes to pick up one of these cards and soak up the knowledge. So get your Black Girl Stocks candlestick review cards and learn how to make money from candlestick charts today. Okay, we're back. All right, what did you guys say anything about SOFI? Bump. Ooh. Sirius said nose candy. You better stop. Okay, let's look. Oh, okay, Synopsis says, no, you're talking about Sophia. Kathy bought a ton of SOFI. When? Vanetti, when did Kathy buy that? I like Kathy Woods. There's something about her. I think it's like her hair. I don't know what it is. I like that girl. I haven't seen anything about that. Oh. Ooh. Downgrade aside, Kathy Wood buys $1.2 million worth of SOFI shares. And it's only $9. I feel like if you have maybe $100, $200 lying around, I will pick up a couple of shares of this. Stop playing. I'm telling you. Hold on, let's just go back. $24. This is messing me up. Yeah, it has a lot of resistance around 20. I mean, so we can at least see it coming back up to 24. So let's say if you bought 100 shares now. Yeah, I would rather trade options because I don't know about the shares. So we'll see. Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Vanetti. I don't know if you pronounce it Vanetti or Vanette. Vanette Rose. That's pretty. I want to look at hey Connie from Hawaii. Let me see. Kathy Wood. I know that's right. I own some ARKK her eighth. Yeah, I didn't do so well with ARKK options last week. It was a lot. Bought all the SOFI I could under $5. Kathy Wood unload. Yeah, I saw that she sold some Tesla, and honestly, Elon is really kind of getting on my nerves. He's just changing the Twitter stuff. He's really getting on my nerves. My text fixed the spelling. Okay, so let's go over. Hold on. I still have not made my first option buy. Invested in some long-term stocks. That's good. Tupperware was my first swing trade. Okay, made $18. Okay. Go, Noah. All right, let's look at NIO. Is that on the list? It is. Boom. Okay. And then I also, what else is on here? Tesla, PLTR, Upstart, NIO, Ford. I don't know if Ms. Mack is on here, but I know she'll love Ford. Okay, let's look at NIO. NIO. Capitalize it. Okay. So NIO. NIO has been very interesting. Strong downtrend for a while, trading under the 250 period moving averages here. But as of recently, literally this month, we had a strong breakout. And it's had somewhat of a little breakout above the 50 period, but never like this, and definitely not past that 200. So this is something to look at. Now, I'm talking like extremely short term, meaning next week. I don't know if it's going to have a pullback or not, just with this strong, rally. I wouldn't mind seeing a little pullback, maybe to $11. I really want to see. But long term, I can see that continuing, up to 22 plus with NIO. But we'll just kind of see. I would honestly be careful with that because, it has been in a strong downtrend. Even though it did cross above that, we could have a pullback continue in that pattern. So long term bearish, I would probably wait for a bearish cross below 7, but short term, I can see a little pullback, maybe to $10, $10 or $11. And if it did have that pullback and continue on past that 14, it's done data. It's going to probably continue going up. So we'll just kind of see, have to look at some of the news and, all those things. If you would have invested 10,000, golly, probably would have had a lot of money. So, we'll have to see with NIO. They don't have their earnings until September, so we have some time. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about NIO. Do you think it's going to continue in this strong uptrend off the bat, or do you think it could have a little pullback, maybe to this resistance point around $11? So do you think it's going to have a pullback? No, we haven't gone over PLTR yet, Sirius. What should a person do to get... We should do an in-person get-together. I'm MSU, although I'm in Chicago. I'm scared of Chicago. I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know. I watch a lot of I don't know if you know DJ Academics and stuff. I know that you might. It's been a lot of controversy about his videos, and I don't want to say the name. I don't know if it's disrespectful to say Chirac, but that's kind of the term that he does. So I'm kind of nervous with Chicago. I'm scared. So we'll see. But I did want to have, maybe a little meetup or something eventually one day and start doing live things. But it's just me. Like, I can't even see myself being at that level. So I don't know. But you never know. Okay. NIO lost money early, not too interested. Okay. Oh. Are y'all gambling in the chats? What's going on? We can do the meetup. Okay, yeah. If everybody can come to Dallas or even Houston, that would be cute. I wouldn't mind. I would go to Houston for a meetup. Chicago is beautiful. Just depends on where you go. Y'all coming to Dallas. Y'all coming to Texas, okay? I'm gonna get y'all to come over here. All right, so let's finish it up. We still have a few more to look at. So we did NIO. What was another one somebody said? Let's do PLTR real quick. We have Upstart. We can look at Ford real quick. Somebody said Pinterest, and I don't know if I wrote this wrong. DVD. Oh, no, you said DVN. I remember DVN. And then we can wrap it up for tonight, you guys. And also, if you haven't, and I haven't even been using it on here. If you haven't, make sure you guys watch the video that I just posted about this new short and long and short position sizing tool. So it's really helpful for your trade. So let's just say if I wanted to do one, and I had my entry maybe here around that 14. Wait. So I would put my stop. This is not working right now. Okay. Maybe, I think it's because I have it on this small screen thing. But yeah, if you haven't, make sure you watch that. See, I can't even, okay. I don't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, make sure you watch that. I don't know why I just did that. It's going to bother me now. See, it was tripping before. It wasn't me. If I was looking for a pullback. And I would probably have my take profit maybe at 11. I wouldn't be greedy. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Decent risk ratio. Let's say if I wanted to spend 1,000. Yeah, so make sure you look into that. What was the next stock I said? Okay, let's do PLTR. This is cute. Okay, do they have their earnings next week on the 7th? Is that considered next week? Is the 7th next week? Let me see. No. Okay, so they don't have an earnings next week. It's the week after next. So PLTR, it's been doing pretty well. It's been in a strong uptrend since this earnings report that they had in May. Thank you. This has had a pretty strong uptrend. So for me, I just kind of want to see. I was looking at this a while ago. I really want to see what happens with this. Oh, Okay. Okay, she's kind of showing her hand a little bit. So moving back, kind of moving to this 4 hour, I want to see what happens. We had some resistance last week around 18, pretty much where we are right now. Went crazy during after hours. We have some resistance right where we are around $18. So I want to see how we react going into next week. I feel like I would like for a bullish entry. I'll probably want to wait for it to cross above 19, honestly. So we'll just have to kind of see with that because we have some, high RSI here and some patterns. So let's just see if it continues with this potential breakout, bullish breakout that it had. And I would have my bullish entry around $19. Bearish, I would just use the super trend indicator, and that's going to be around 1750 for bearish. On here it would be like 16. So yeah, I'm comfortable with 1750 for bearish. So that's kind of how I would play PLTR, but just be careful, they have earnings the week after next, so just be mindful of that. Can I repeat the video? What video? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, if you're, yeah, the video, it's the last one that I uploaded. I posted it on Thursday, I think. So just check that out. Okay. I'm all for long term on PLTR. I mean, it looks pretty good on the daily. Weekly, wow. I'd say for the weekly, we could probably at least see it come back to that 29 and just see what happens from there. They do software. Okay. Cool. All right. So we did PLTR. Did we do Upstart? Let's do oh, Alibaba was doing cute last week. Let's look at DVN, Pinterest. Then I want to look at Upstart, and if we have time, we are Dynamite. We looked at SPY first. That was the first one that we looked at. So just rewind it back a little bit. Let's see what DVN is talking about. I still have this pinned up here. Okay, I can't find it in the chat. I'm just gonna unpin this. Energy. Oh yeah. Let's see. It looks like I had something going on with this a while ago. I don't know what that is. Okay. Is this Devon or Devron? I know somebody named Devron. So just kind of looking at DVN on the long-term chart. I mean, for a while, up until probably 2022, it's been in a pretty strong uptrend. I don't know what caused this little pullback, but it looks like she's trying to make her way back up. So you can see right now on the daily chart, strong volume right here around 15 million, around where we are right now, around $52. So I really just need to see how she, reacts around this level. Are we going to have a bullish breakout, continue up, and then potentially cross above this 200 period on the daily chart, extremely bullish signal? Or are we going to have a pullback? I mean, even if we had a pullback to the 50 period moving average, that doesn't mean that it has to be for long term, but just a little short term pullback and then a continuation upwards. So that's some of what could happen. Looking at the 4-hour chart, I see, a little range between 50, peak or resistance at 53 and some support around 52. So it's not a lot of range here. I want to see what happens. It's not a lot. Don't have a lot of options. Okay, so I'm looking for a breakout here. A bullish breakout above around 53.50 is gonna do it for me. So that would be, my continuation of this little uptrend that we've been in since we had that strong pullback starting in late 2022. So we had that little pullback. She's trying to come back around. I really want to see what she does at this 200 period moving average here, that yellow line. If it crosses above that, it's out of there. But it could use it as a resistance and just shoo. Oop. So we have to see. Bullish entry for me, like I said, it's 53.50 range, 53.60. Bearish, I'm going to keep it cute. I'm going to use the super trend right here and some support that we had last week. 51. It says 52, but I would say 51 for me. But you can do 52. Okay, so that's it for Devron. I like Devron because I know somebody named Devron now. That's a cute name, but Devron, whatever. Oh, Synopsis says crash. Oh my gosh. Devon. Oh, it says Divine. But is it pronounced Devon?
Devil energy. Devil energy.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. What do you guys think? Do you think that it's going to break out above this 53.50 range and, continue upwards? Or do you think it's going to have a pullback down to that 51? Synopsis said it's going to crash. Okay, you said you can see it hitting 54. 200 moving average resistance. Okay. I mean, if it did hit that, that would be a cute little profit on a call next week. So we can play it both ways. That's your stock, bae. Okay. Okay. I'm here for it. Okay. So let me look at the options real quick. Because what is the volume? 5 million volume is cute. Let's just look at some August 18th options. Ooh, really cute. Ooh, strong open interest, strong volume, somewhat strong. Nice. I like that. Okay. The next one is Pinterest. They have earnings next week, I think. Is it Pinterest? That's not it. Oh, they have not a lot going on. They have high volume though. Okay, so this is interesting. It looks like they're trying to have some type of breakout here. So for a while, I would have considered them crossing out of that strong downtrend that they had probably around 2022. It's been trying to do something. We have some strong resistance right here. We've hit it around 3 or 4 times. Pop right there. Pop, pop, pop. Around this $27. So something about this 27 that has Pinterest in a chokehold. So I don't see a lot of options here. I say either we're going to have a bullish breakout above probably this 28. Honestly, if you were really going to be safe, I would probably say around 29.50. And then for a potential, now this is of course swing trade, so this may be a month or so in it, away. But we could have a cute little move back up to this 30 little cross, or is it going to have a pullback to this 26, 27 range? So we have some support here. You see this little range we've been in, and it wasn't too long. So we'll see. I would probably have my entry maybe at 29, honestly, if I was going to anticipate that. I mean, at that point, that's a good little breakout. And then as far as targets, it would be 30 plus. Before a bearish pullback in this little pattern. I'll probably say 20. It's a 2750 for bearish entry, or 26. So that's kind of what I see for oh, I put this wrong. Pinterest. So we'll see what happens with pins. Okay, and I think we have like maybe one more upstart, and then we can wrap it up for tonight. Okay, we can do upstart and forward, and then we can wrap it up for tonight. I think I had a profitable position in UPST last week. I think I put it in the Discord. I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on real quick, you guys. Alibaba, Tesla, Shopify, Microsoft did cute. I had like $300 on that one. Google. Okay, I thought I did something with Upstart, but I guess not. Okay. So Upstart, I mean, it's had a strong gradual move upwards. So the only thing that I would be looking for is either a continuation or a pullback or a reversal. So, I mean, for me, if I was going to anticipate it continuing upwards, I would probably have my entry around this 67. So around 67, 60, or 50, a breakout above that with strong volume. So that would be my good entry for that. But I want to see what happens with this RSI. So we could have a little pullback next week. So either it breaks out of this range here, or it could use that as another, resistance point and move back down to potentially 53. So for me, if I was going to have a bearish entry, it would probably be around 62 to 60, anywhere from that range. At that point on the 5-minute chart, it would have crossed below the 200. So that's bearish in itself. For target, I can see, potentially 52 for a pullback, and, could go further. But I would probably say 50, 52, 53 area, just a little pullback. So that's that for Upstart. And the last one we can look at is Ford, and then that'll be it for tonight. This is interesting. So, I need to see what's going on with this. So Ford, I mean, it's been in a pretty good downtrend for a while. We just had this pop up around late May. Good movement. We had a little pullback here once we reached this resistance. So we have some resistance here at that $15 area. Had a little pullback slightly below the 50 period moving average. So I want to see what it does around here. Even moving to this 4-hour chart, it looks like we have some support here, where we are. Strong volume at that 14. So, I mean, I don't know, I would want to see. If it did continue in this uptrend and it used this 50 on the daily chart, if it used that 50 period as a support, I would really want to see it cross above this 1390. The reason why is just there's a lot of strong volume here, a lot of consolidation. So I wouldn't want to get trapped up there and have it use that as a resistance and then just kind of keep going in and out of there. So I would wait for a breakout here. So probably around 14 to 13, 90, somewhere like that. And then see if we move back to that 15 and then plus. But if we are having a stronger pullback, potentially to that $10 for bearish movement, I would probably want to see it cross 1280 range. I mean, it's really close to that area now, but 1280. So that's kind of what I would want to see for Ford with that. So, I mean, we'll see, we'll see if long-term Ford continues to use this 50 period moving average as support and, cross above this resistance at 15, or, could have a little pullback back down to that 10-12 area. So we'll see what happens with Ford. Okay, excuse me. So that's pretty much it. This was an interesting live. We have a lot going on next week, a lot of earnings, and we have, remember the July job reports coming out. So all of that information can definitely cause a lot of volatility in the market. So just be careful, do your due diligence, have your stop losses in place and your trading plans. All right. So I will see you guys on the next video. Make sure you leave a comment, thumbs up, just show some love. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.